What are you up to, dude? You finding any magic over there? Fucking jerks. What's up, man? Okay, this is for the foot. We're gonna find this angle and reinterpret it over here. Look at that. Boom. Now I can find that damn thing. Boom. Boom. Tis. $47.5. So going up. 47.5. Do you know how to do all this stuff?
Not a fucking clue.
Never care to learn?
Just never been taught.
Come on over. It's really simple. This is just a speed square, right? You know that. You know that it gives you your 90, right? So these on the outside, just throw your angle. So it'll say pivot. It says pivot.
I noticed that.
You know that, right? So that pivots, you know, like basketball, right?
Yeah.
So just think of basketball player, right? That pivoted. And it's gonna, so right here, well, I'll just show you. If you line that up with a 45 right here,
Yeah.
and let's say I just were to draw a line. I'm just gonna draw a faint line there. You can barely see it. Now watch, you know how to check that, because this throws a 45, right? So you can just bring that over there. So if you need a 45 ever, you can just run that. But you could also find it by doing this and putting it, you gotta get your eyeball right down straight like a level. Put that thing, boom, that'd be a 45. So now, but it's not long enough. What the hell do I do? Well, I know my line, so I'm just gonna come over here, put my pivot, put it on 47.5, and then just slide over until I hit that line. Kaboom, finish that line out. Or, usually, take a framing square and finish it out like that. So that's basically it, you know, and that's just this one instance. It's good to know. I actually haven't finished this. Do you want to finish this one?
Oh, I know how to mark angles on walls with speed square. I thought you meant for marking out the treads.
Oh, the treads? Yeah, grab that. Grab that.
That's what I thought you were talking about.
Oh, that's fine. I'll teach you whatever I know, you know. I like to teach. I like to see people learn. That's my biggest thing. Because I always needed help learning, and no one really would give that time to me. Or at least explain while they did it in front of me. And that's why you'll see me asking Ernie a lot. You know, oh, hey, can you stop real quick? Can you just show me, why'd you do that? And it's usually just a preference thing. Some of the times, it's really a basics thing that I haven't been taught yet.
See, I'm like that, but I'm a mechanic. So I'd have to work on shit like that all day than that.
Oh yeah, I'll sit there and pick someone's ear all day on mechanics too. So I do remember I had this throwing out. So basically, think of this as this is what you're gonna step on. And then it's gonna drop, and then you need another place to step on. And then it's gonna drop, and you need another place to step on. And it's kind of weird to think of it like this, but if you put it up at that angle, this line will end up being the level line. So they call this the rise, and they call this the run. Now I could have flipped this. I could have flipped these. I could have put these on 6 and 8 here. You know, as long as you have your rise and your run locked in on this side of your, that way you can come in and make your line. Now you notice usually you would make that triangle and make that triangle right and cut them out, you know that, and then jigsaw them at the end, so you know all that stuff. Come on over. Today we're not going to make that rise line because it'll just look ugly. We're just going to make our run line. So this stair gauge, think of that as being your actual. So you're going to come right to the point. Yep, make sure you're tucked in there, kind of hold it. Nope, don't use your run. Typically you would, but not on this job. We're just going to go from here just to the end, and then we're not going to let it move. We're just going to barely give a little bird's mouth in there to show where our next point's going to come in. Yep, and you can even go more subtle than that. You see on mine, it was just very, very, yeah, I did a little notch. So then you're going to want this to come right up against that. So this right here is your actual, yep, and make sure this is seating. There we go. And you're good. And then just that straight, remember, not your rise, but just your bird's mouth down there. Yes, nice and subtle like that. And then exactly. And then I like to always keep my stair gauge right butt up against where it's gonna be. So on these angles, remember, if you're short, it's gonna really mess it up. So you want that right up against that pencil line where it's gonna end up at the point, you know what I mean? So like, if I were to measure this, and let's say I needed to cut this on this point, I'll show you. I throw this, let me just throw this line, right? If I were to come here, I would actually be a 1/4 inch shy because that point actually extends the, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So you always want to make sure you're not throwing your point line because you'll lose a lot, especially if you do it 10 times. You'll be a 1/2 inch shy at the end. Yes, tuck it up even more. There you go. Almost ride right on it. You know what I mean? It's almost better to ride right on it than go way too short. Yep. And that's it, man. Beautiful. You're running the stair gauge, dude. And you know why we put the points where we put them. Oop, I did that a lot too. It's fine. I really did. It was like, actually the first half, I think I did every one of them like that. Until I was like, oh shit, I gotta remember this. Yeah, that bugged the hell out of me too.
That latch on that trap.
Yeah. I'll get away a little bit. Fights that second stair gauge. Yeah, I'll get that a little bit. And remember, when you're the guy doing this and that, you'll end up making more money. You know what I mean? Let the other guys carry the load. You just
we gotta cut this off, right?
Yep. Yep. So. So that's going to be where that 4x4 sits, and then it'll have about an inch of sit down.
Pretty much, yeah. Yep. That'd be the back side of our 4x.
And remember,
so 3.5 down. This
looks weird, like the angles aren't right, but this is sitting different because his platform is on an angle.
Yeah.
Okay, so that actually is perfect. Dude, so let's just sit this right up on top and get you on your next run.
Hang on, so you're gonna set it right up there.
Yeah, I'll just sit it right on top for you. Make it a lot easier. I totally forgot we're on live. I really did. I completely forgot. Yes. And then once we get this done, we'll cut them off. Cut these long ends off, and we can start. Yeah, start right.
I already got your drill rigged up.
Wicked.
Bit.
We got our clamps out, our vices.
No, they're in the bucket, white bucket.
Good eye. Oh, right there somewhere. Yeah. You want your water?
Nah, not yet at least.
What? Oh, that was a great one. Oh, you know what's? It's been bothering me. I remember the other day you said, "What is a GRK? What are you talking about?" So, all right, I found out why I say that. So at the beginning, when they first came out,
yeah,
everybody just called them by their company name. That was the first company that ever made a torque screw.
Yeah.
So if you were involved in the commercial place then,
that's what they were.
That's just what they were referring to them as, just like a skill saw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and shit like that. And it just stuck, and that's what we called them in school as well. So and on the site, but that's I was just thinking like, why was I different there?
Yeah,
what made it different? And it bugged me. I didn't understand it.
We've always just called them screws down this way.
Right, because most of the time, that brand is way too expensive for most clients.
Yeah.
You know, and like at Home Depot, they don't call them. Well, they have a GRK section. You could go, you know. But usually when I'm at Home Depot, I just buy the multi-purpose grip rights.
Yeah.
Right. Or the ceramic coated box, hardboard box style.
Yeah.
And those are pretty tough.
A greenish color.
Yeah, those two, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the oranger ones, more orangey brown tan. But yeah. Anyway, pretty fun. I had to really learn terminology quite a bit.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get everything on par what I was thinking is exactly what I was saying to everybody else, not just me.
Yeah.
So I'm really acute to that, where if I'm saying the wrong thing, I try to fix it quick and remember to say it the right way. I'll tell my kid, I'll say, hey, can you get that towel off the shelf? And really, I meant, you know, the coffee table.
Yeah.
And she's looking at me like, what do you mean the towel's on the coffee? Does you want that one? There's no towel on the shelf. I think it's hilarious.
And they just look at you like you're crazy.
Yeah, and they're just like, what do you mean? Yeah.
That's like my girlfriend. For whatever reason, her family.
I'll show you this here. I'll show you this. This is what I was taught this a lot. Use that pencil. I was taught this very early. When you make a pencil line, you want to just go in one nice straight run. This is a good instance where you could scribble it out, make it dark and all this. But if you're in the habit of just making that one line, let's say this was off a little bit and we didn't notice. And then you've made a wicked thick line and it's the wrong one, right? So I try to just make, you see this, where it's fixable if I could, if I had to, you know? Whereas in the beginning, I was making them nice and thick, you know? But really, just that one draw will help you later, because if you fuck up, you can then fix it easier and it isn't so later. But you had it right, so it don't matter. Like I said, it didn't matter.
Good, I think, right?
Oh, of course they're good, yeah. So I got the drill, stole your drill, well, it's my drill.
We want to cut them to length first.
Yes, I just want to get this over here for you. We'll get this shit figured out. I'm still missing mine. I don't know where the hell it is. I come attached to it, built in that unit 4.
Yeah. Oh, your Stanley tape measure. Did Ernie ever get that to you?
Ernie's got it?
It's in the boat, or it was.
Christ, I've been looking for that for ages.
It was in the boat, the one you dropped overboard down there in Addison.
Oh, the yellow one?
Yeah, we found that one in the shore.
Cool, I can send it back to Stanley.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'll get that one fixed. That was my belt one. That's for my tool belt. Which I should have never brought down to the wharf. Yeah, go ahead. A little more. if you can pull that, we're gonna have to take that saw right out of there anyway. We'll bring it right down this way.
We'll have enough lines if I can.
Yeah, exactly. Beautiful right there. And that's right on T there. So what I'll do, if you want to make the cut, you can.
Take it.
All right, we just gotta hold this end here. No, this is fine. I just want you to grab this. So once she rolls, she ain't doing any weird shit to us. Okay, here we go. I ain't letting that fight me either. There we go, girl. See how I lifted up right there in that little instance? It's because I noticed I had to curve my saw in a different direction. And I've learned that if you just lift up a little bit and then set it down, you'll still stay in your path, but you won't get the blade starting to bend, and it'll set down flush. Yeah. And then you won't get that weird pass cut where you end up having the saw mark. But you got to stay right where that saw was once you figured it out. Yeah, this one we're gonna have to pull these tracks a little tighter. That'll do it.
Oh, not really. It'll work.
How's this? You hold it for me and we'll give it to her. All right. I'll get it half. Hold on. Yeah. Put these on there. Should be all right. All right. If you could hold this in better shape, I think. Where are we? Somewhere there. Absolutely perfect, Mike. Speaking of my British accent, we need a BOL on DJ John H. BOL John H. Hey, why aren't you guys clicking? Like and subscribe, man. Come on. All right. Just playing. But it would be cool if you liked and subscribed. All right. Yep.
We'll slide that top one right
That's
back.
it. That's it. Get this shit out of the way here. Put that in your pocket before we go overboard on it. There we go. Yep. 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 Now, bring this little cunt back. Oh, she's not. That was a bad word. It's a good board. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I just need room for my clamps. Just stick that into that end.
Yep. 4-inch. Lovely.
Close enough.
Yep.
Works.
Yeah, I'll stop the roll on this. Straight out on that point. Let's give it a little more support there. Not in the way though. All right, well, I'll start numbering them and just putting them up there for us. And I'll start stopping this thing.
You got that orange pencil?
That's my baby. You can have this one.
I don't need one if you're getting a number. I just wanted to mark that one since I already had it.
I hear you. So we've already cut these 4x4s to angle, and we're using stainless. Basically, we're doing this. That's stainless bolts. It's over $1,000. Over $1,000 in bolts. And we're replacing these stairs here. So this is what we're replacing. And we're building them like this. You mind being on live? Oh, I was talking to you too. I didn't want to just start videotaping.
Still got that pencil trap.
Of course I do. Wicked. Yep. We'll marking on this side of them.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay,
Blocks need to be numbered too.
2.
On
What's up?
faces.
On my top. So used to hiding numbers for some reason. There you go.
Let's
That's
get.
what I've done with mine, but
There you are.
don't matter. Hey boy, where's my case of tips?
Because remember,
Oh,
the
God.
numbers are just for us. They're not for everyone else. But it's
I don't know why I didn't put a fucking clamp on that.
be alright. Hey, hold on, we'll clean that out. Yeah, you want to get the earth out of there. You want to try to, though. It will help with raw. Because that will suck the moisture up later on, you know? Yeah. Yeah, right up in my truck and bits on the green bag behind my seat. Yeah, it's
You need
red
34.
Milwaukee. It says Chucks and Bits on it. It's the one with the 3M tape.
Okay.
Yeah. I got a big green bag in the back of my seat.
I just was gonna cheat, I just picked up 4 of them with,
Everything.
you know, versus buying 8-inch stainless steel bolt for nothing. The other one should be in next week, they said, so. Yeah.
The worst part is we're gonna need more than 7 boxes.
Well, I would assume that he would order a box for himself at the same time to put back on the shelves.
I ordered 2. Did you cross that one out?
She just ordered 5 plus.
Yeah, plus that, yeah. Gotcha.
Guess if it's not enough, it's not enough, but this is what we ordered.
Yeah. I figured he'd have that worked out for us, though. But it's good. He says, we're big boys. I trust you. He needs to get himself a smartphone so he can keep his tabs on us while I'm alive. He won't even have to wonder if we're working. These bulging bastards. Belgian, I'm bulging. Talking about bulging. 2. Almost thinking about taking a hammer to them, flatten them out. 3. He's got a friend over there, Tava's brother. Yeah, Buzz, that's right, Buzz. He seen him this morning, he's got all scared. He's like, I got you, didn't I? Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
5. I'm trying to be professional here and item, but it's okay.
What's he looking for numbers again, is he?
Yes. Oh. Son of a C word. What's that? 6, 7. Is that 7 too? Why is that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How'd I fuck that up? God. Can't even do preschool. Send me back to Head Start. How did we have more than we need? Did I not count again? Do I need to go back to 2nd grade?
Well, I don't really know.
How did that happen? Oh, man.
Unless something.
Hey, we got some good trigs, though. We got some good chalks. Huh? Those are good for the trailer. 3 extra. 3 is good. 2. Hey, I wouldn't mind that for a trailer trig. A hell of a trig. Hey, and you can put a rope through it too. Oh man, that's a sick trig. We ought to, hey, you can make them and sell them. $5 for 4. $5 for 4 of them. That'd be a hell of a sale. $10 for 4 trigs with ropes in them. Probably get $20 out of them.
Well,
That's a good idea.
we've got problems.
What do you mean? We can make more. I can make more.
These can't match those.
What are you talking about?
There's only 18 treads on this stuff. There's 20 on that. We've got issues. Something's too short somewhere.
If that's the case, we'll put a 6x6 under it. We'll figure it out. We matched exactly. Then that means that they threw their runs off differently. They must have come in, they must have gone down 7 inches on the next ones. That first step must be only 8 and the next one's 7.
I'll be right back.
Hey! It's because we need to put one where they line up. There's going to be 2 where they line up.
Okay.
We can't put them in yet because they haven't been attached yet.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, it'll be all right. Yeah, because this big, huge stretch of material here, once they line up, we'll be able to put 2 on.
Yeah.
Okay? Man, I had to Einstein that one real quick for you.
Christ.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
The numbers ain't numbering.
Wicked. So we will end up having we'll just star and square them or something. We'll just off number them, right? A, B, C them. Something.
The only thing is,
Because once you stretch that long angle, there's going to be 2 there. The 6 will be 20.
there'd only be 1.
No, there's going to be 20, I promise you. There's 1 for this, and then there'll be 1 for that. Trust me. We've done this many times, but I promise you.
Okay.
Just trust and believe, my friend. Trust and believe.
I just don't see how things are going to line up, but we'll see. We'll see.
Because we done an exact match.
That's where our extra blocks are needed then too.
But we'll still have 1 extra.
Yes, 1 extra, yeah.
Which is weird because I thought that I threw this. Meaning, I thought this one was wrong.
Yeah.
But then, so there might be 1 tread there. That's fucking. Oh, maybe I didn't count the one that you were using as a block. Or something like that. I probably thought that was an offcut.
Probably.
He seems to think this ain't gonna line up. I told him we'll have 2 more once we attach them. Once we attach these, there'll be 2 more steps in there. On the angle where they line up.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you're only going to fit 1.
No. There'll be 2.
Because you have 1 in here.
Put it this way.
You're going to have the other one here.
The only way this won't line up is if he threw one of his rises. If he went smaller on some of his rises, which I've seen stairs people do that.
Right now, as it stands, without anything in there, we have 18 treads on our new stuff.
How's this?
20
Spence,
down
grab
there.
that fucking thing. Grab this fucking thing. Let's just grab it right now. We'll just see right now. We'll give an actual.
Is this the one that's already been drilled?
No,
No.
it's just playing.
Oh.
Let's see. Just check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll have 1.
11, that's 12.
Which is saying we'd have 1 step short of what they have.
Yeah.
Got it backwards again as usual. I like doing that.
So, how did that happen? Put that together, please. Let's just see what the fuck this looks like.
see what I was seeing now, Travis?
No, I understand. We can all be, dude. We need to go get 2 more 12s and fix this immediately. I started these on the wrong fucking side. I should have. Right there was my part. Right there. You see my mark?
Mm-hmm.
So I started all of these wrong, which will end up giving us one there and one there. By the time you get there.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So Mr. Travis fucking Squanto Robbins done screwed us. And it was not intentional.
Well, no, I would assume it wouldn't have been intentional. Oh,
While we have this here, I'll get my throw.
so you've started drilling?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We've
this
only
one.
started
Drilled all
one.
those ones.
So we only need one of them bitches.
No, we need two.
No,
No, we need one. We ain't drilled one
you
yet.
ain't drilled that one yet. Just have to be remarked.
It's all the same length though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Be alright. I've seen worse. I've seen way worse. Sorry.
No, don't ain't got
Fucking
fuck,
genius.
It happens every time. Not every time, but it happens.
Oh no, it's fucking, I understand. Oh look, isn't this funny? This ended up being the bottom anyway. So I knew it. When he was putting these on the bottom at the beginning, I said, what are them on the bottom for?
Because that's the way we did the tops.
No. Oh.
Yeah.
So then why is this marked here and why would my, oh, because of the top. All right then. All right, wow, isn't that weird though, how that lined right up?
So we just got to have one.
And I marked the bottoms of them,
Mm-hmm.
right? So on these, the line will be perfect, you just use the bottom. The line's already there, it's just for the bottom. I don't know how that worked out. Because look, if you put this, and make sure this is tight. Somehow, some way.
Oh, hell, it's just gonna aggravate, but yeah.
Well, I want to see, right? And then we put that motherfucker. Oh, it's just off a little bit. Let's see. Okay.
So see, Trev, if that one ain't setting right 100%.
Exactly, we're not going to get our line anyway.
Right, yeah.
But we do need, all we need to do is this. Once we know this. No, give me my stair gauge. That's right. Because the stair gauge will end up figuring it out, and we need a level so that we can get a straight edge on this.
Chest.
Even as long as we can take the stair gauge off real quick. We just need a long straight to get it as straight as possible. And then I can run my first, and then that first line, perfect anyway, but wow.
How straight was that one riser we got one there? Remember, did it have quite a crown in it?
No, but all of these were really good boards. I mean, for the most part, yeah.
So we could just lay that edge down across that.
True, yes. It'll be a strong man thing, but we'll get it.
Really, it ain't too bad.
No, we chalked out with one good eye on that, Spence.
I was talking about the
Move
weight
that
of
rope,
that.
Spencer.
Please. A little shit there, too. That's going to be all over our board.
Go on the back side.
Oh, get that square. Aye. Sorry about that. Tyler, sorry about that. I was on mute. My bad. So, sorry about that. My daughter called me on the phone, but it was just my baby. She was just hitting buttons. So, check this out. Beautiful view, right? Look, little hobbit house, right? Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Beautiful. Just these granite stones are probably worth my truck. Probably worth more than my truck. Just this deck's worth my truck. So, I'm sorry I lost everybody, but I gotta go clean this finger up. Slid up against barnacles and cut me. There's good old Beatrice. Tried and true, strong as ever. Strong as ever. All right. Sorry about the heavy breathing. I'm a fat boy, all right? Okay. We're gonna go clean up my cut real quick. Look at Odin. He's gone. He got a stick. He found a stick. He's gone. It ain't perfect, but it'll do something. Yep, she's still bleeding like a stuck pig. At least I got washed up a little bit. It's always something, guys. It's always something. There's a Band-Aid. Okay, you guys want to go do some carpentry now? Because I do. But first, we got to be strong men. I got to lift these boards up and bring it down with me while I go. Don't want to waste trips. So, I know for a fact we're going to need both of these 6x6s. And we'll need the 4x6s. I'm just trying to think which one would be the better one to take, because some of these we might not use. Huh. Here we go. Line her up. Yep. Imagine waking up to that view. Imagine it. That's some beautiful. Look at that. Look at them rocks. Isn't that cool? Good foggy day out here. Yep. What a sun. That just ripped every bit of good, man. Think of it this way. At least we won't have junked up wood now. I tell you what, I want to hide these and throw them right in the ocean. Just get rid of them. I don't want to look at them ever again. Ernie's going to make me put them on my rack for a year straight. I'm going to say, boy, you're going to learn today. Yeah. Ernie's going to tell me, hey, get off that fucking live, you stupid fuck.
Well, I blew a $500 window out of a tractor for his blueberry harvesting season. I didn't get to have to pay for that. The guy told me next time I did it, I was low. When I put my back boom on the harvester, fucking blew the rear window right out of the fucking tractor because I had it open because my AC wasn't working.
Thou sure, that wasn't your fault. That was the boom's fault.
I had it down when I opened the window, so I made sure it wasn't going to hit nothing first.
Yeah.
Then I started putting the boom on. I heard something sound like it was getting real tight.
Oh, God.
All of a fucking sudden, it sounded like there was a 12 gauge going off.
You want to know something funny? Alyssa's dad did the same thing. First year he ever used his tractor this year. Yeah. You want to know something funny about me? My brand new engine, I had it in. I ran it straight for 3 years, two years. But I bring it up here, I didn't use it for a year. And I put it back in the water after not using it a whole year. And I forgot to put the petcock hoses back in. So I ran that bitch all the way to the center of West Gardner Lake. Okay? Without fucking petcock hoses. The water was just sucking right in and putting right into my fucking hole. And I about fucking got halfway back and realized we're fucked. Oh boy. Yep, I was just about to say, let's bring these old ones out of here.
I lugged the old one. One of
Did
them
ya?
with
Oh no. Throw that right on my shoulder, Bob.
Oh shit.
Right up on my shoulder. There we go. I'm getting rid of the evidence. I'm getting rid of the evidence. You're gonna make me put these on my rack for a year. Oh. Young grasshopper.
Got that 6
$95.5 off the old Skinny Johnson. I gotta go down and make sure I got my mark right here. It's supposed to be 47.5. I got this 6x6 cut.
That's what he said.
She choked off the top. She ready to get her out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. So you got it under control what you're doing now.
Well, there goes that.
Huh?
I just lost my old Craftsman. Yep, just lost that tape measure. Son of a B word.
Things are getting bolted on. We ain't trying to cut the rises in them.
You know where you want this one?
I didn't look it over, Travis.
This is ground. I mean, it's a heavy ground though. This one.
Is it?
This is a big ground, yeah. Pretty big right in there.
No motherfucker, I guess so.
Which is good though on that 6. And make sure this is on our 6x6 side. Holding that heavy weight down low, keeping it tight. Heavy? I don't know, but it's gonna be bolted in there.
Alright.
Today's a failure now because of the rookie. For some reason, I just had I don't know why, but when you left, I thought you had explained it to me perfectly. Cut this angle on the bottom.
Yeah, that was the very foot, and 95 was to the 8-inch drop.
So off the 8-inch drop, we're gonna use that angle that you gave me.
Right.
There we are. I knew it. I knew I had done it. As soon as he seen it, I says, I did something wrong. I didn't want anyone else to figure it out. I wanted to fucking at least see my fuck up.
You wanted to understand where you went wrong?
Yeah, and then I dropped down and fucking tried to figure out if that really was an 8-inch drop to run my angle, and my front tape fell on and fucking down the ledge. Good thing it was that old Craftsman.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut these, run 95 and a half off. Maybe I can get some production going for you guys. Right? Whoops. No, I don't mind paying for the board. I'll pay for them one way or another. He'll make sure of it. Take it on my hide.
Yeah, there was only 55 pounds.
Oh boy. the fuck, dude? Telling you. And I saw him over it already. Just straight up bunkus.
Yeah, I want to slide back. Because I can see it happening.
Alright, so right now this is backwards. And then you got the one to go under the stairs.
I ain't gonna want to look at that. That or put the higher up one on the kind of just guide it. That's what I meant to rope.
I still almost fucked those up. Boys gotta go. Get me right out of your crew. I'm not worthy.
Go get my boots on.
Not worthy. Main man Squanto. Not worthy.
Just one of those days.
Flog me. Yeah, it is one of those days. In case you can't tell everybody, it's just one of those foggy, dreary days, you know. You can't see more than 4 nautical miles. What do you see? 2 nautical, 3 nautical, maybe 4. 4, 4.5. If that's 8, I'd be surprised. Vision, you know, clarity.
Yeah.
How far do you think that island is? Out there is that?
3.5, 4.
Which one? That one right there?
Yeah.
Oh.
That ain't no 3.5, 4.
At least 2.
I was gonna say 1.5 miles, probably.
It stretches. Yeah.
Right.
The water is deceptive, but
Go and get my boots on.
maybe it's a mile. Maybe it's a half a mile. It's one of those days. I'm just not really good right now, okay? So I learned my lesson by just starting to run them. We got to put these together first so I can find out where I'm going to bite. We're going to have to move something here. Either that or I use that one.
What are you trying to figure out?
What do you think? I'm putting this thing on this. And
Well, why do we got to put it down there?
because I got to figure out where this leads to. Right? Or else I'll fuck us up again. All right, here we go.
This fucking shit.
Yeah. Okay. What do we have here? Once I figure out the offset, I won't have to do it on the second. Just grab that for good time's sake. Ay, ay. Yep, straighten her out. Holy cow, I'm gonna keep going. Yep, a lot. Yeah. Holy fuck, dude. You've got to be fucking kidding me. All we really got to do is figure it out, and I'll cut the fucking thing. Should have known those were a little wider than normal. Fucking things are big. So, ready? All we got to do now is this. I'll figure it out, and I'll rip them off, then we can run our stairs. Ready?
What do you need?
I need you to help me get this straight. Get this right here, and this needs to be lined up. The rest is just throw until I get the width right. That's it. Yeah, right there. Oh, you have it. Kick that fucker back a little bit. This way. Yep. Yeah. Kick that point in. Yes. A little more. Yep. A little more. Keep kicking it. You had it just right.
I'm gonna have to get this shit.
Oh, really? Just kick that point. Just like you're doing. Yep. A little more. That's it. Right there. Now slide it. No, that's good enough. That's good enough right there. So now I mark this, right? Then I cut the width. So I got to cut this width off.
Jesus, so you're gonna have to rip that.
Yeah. You just rip it down.
Yeah.
And then we can run it. So, but the other thing is I got to put my bird's mouth right where that's going to be. And that lasted there. And
Trouble.
nothing. Oh, the board is too wide. So that's my next throw. That is where that will line up.
So that's all gonna have to be ripped down. Oh.
Yep. And I've already got the rip width there. So, and I figured out where my next notch will strive from, so we'll be all right.
Oh, one cunt.
And in that case, I am gonna have to use the other one for a jig up. Then we'll make it jig off of this one, and we'll make these match. We'll mate these like this. That way we know. We'll do a circle and a staff.
Which one, Bill?
And that for the rip width. You know what I mean? Just to make sure.
Yeah.
Because now we've actualized this. No. Anyway.
All right, so I gotta get my glove puck back on. To do with them.
Okay. I'll at least start this one so you guys can get some notch and happy shit going. Up. Should have been done an hour ago. But shoulda, woulda, coulda, I guess.
feeding this rope so it's out of the way when I feed that thing back down.
C word.
Yeah, I didn't realize this rope had a breakaway link in it until we were already using it.
Half inch.
Yeah.
Ooh, that just took my whole kneecap right out.
You do running that track?
Yeah, backwards.
Ah.
Oh, I just really ripped my whole shit. Damn.
I just wanted that knot out of that so I could feed it through that.
All right.
Which end needs to go needs to be towards the stairs, right?
Right, yeah. That's the end you're going to tie your rope on or whatever you think you're doing.
That's my thought.
Oh, fuck. You know you're fucked when we say that. It's one of them days for sure. Although it's not fucking funny at all. How's that?
Right.
So stop with me doing the bad things to my juju. We gotta pay off. We gotta pay our toll for the day. Something. Forgot to throw some coins in the ocean on the way by.
Might hold.
We better.
Well, I should probably reach out to that then.
All right.
If you find a Craftsman tape measure down there, be obliged.
Oh, I guess I have it in a slip knot, so.
Yeah.
I just lay it right flat.
I don't want to stay the hell with this stuff that. I will want to ready.
Yeah.
Wrap it in foam. Okay, whatever.
You ready?
They made that an 11 3/4 board.
Oh, yeah. You can't get uniform.
Should have brought my leaf blower, eh?
Well, just if you can, you shouldn't have to hold that steel. Oh.
Hey. Hey. Will that help you at all?
No.
It'll just complicate things. Yep.
Odin. Come on, Pop.
Come on, boy. That's it. Hey, he's a good pop. I know. You want to help. That's a good boy. Oh, dear. He wants to help all the time. He's a good boy. Yes, he was just always being such a good boy. I know, and he was having happy fun. It was happy fun. Yeah, you got a tick on you. Let me see.
Yep.
Let me see. Oh, ticks.
You're all in the clear as long as you don't slam down and take out a couple treads. Don't really like what I'm looking at, but hopefully you can get that far enough to the left to not have to trim it width-wise. Oh. Ew. Yeah. Should have just kept things inside the poles then. Christ, I would even think that that one piece of fucking steel grate would be good enough.
Hey,
Ah.
we got 7.
7 on that lower section.
Yeah. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
To be honest, I don't even know what I did there, so. I just kind of looped things through things.
20. So, we're still shy.
What?
What do you mean?
We're still shy a step
How?
because they did it 1.5 on the bottom of theirs on their last step, right? Yeah, I know it. There's 20 actual steps here, right? That's what we counted out 18,000 times.
20.
Okay. And now, what's the fucking difference? Did we put our steps on the wrong edge?
Should be, yeah.
Yeah, but how are you going to put a 4x4 there?
Wow, I get it.
And that's not how it looks down there, you know. Their last step is pretty high on the hill.
And you measured the rise on each of those, and they were all fairly within reason. Right?
Was it supposed to be 10 and 8?
We're trying to figure out what's going on with our stairs.
All right, so everyone that I don't understand it. On a 10 and an 8, we got 19. They got 20 on the same exact run for a stringer, that link stringer. Is this not a full 10 though?
This is a 12, right?
No, that's
more than a 10.
It's a 1x10, isn't it?
How wide you're talking?
Yes, it's 9 1/4, not 10 inches, right? And that's where we fucked up, I think.
Well, why would the height?
But it's okay as long as our boards are actual 1x10s. There'll just be a little less step, one less step. We have it done. There's just one less step. We went a little bit too far on our run.
Well, if we don't put that one on the...
That's 3/4 times 20. That's quite a bit.
Yeah.
9 1/4 actual, isn't it? Or is it full 10? So, Papa. Yep.
I thought I made it, them tweaks be 10 inches long.
No, they're 9 3/8 actual, 9 1/2.
Yeah, the stretch could be, but measure one in the tweak right there, the long one.
So, but the cleat,
The cleat could be
they're
different.
9 1/2.
Huh?
They're 9 1/2. It's okay. We all fucked
I
up.
was gonna say we're all sorts of fucked up anyways, so...
We'll figure. Hey, we built stairs. We'll just make sure our treads on one, even if I gotta rip them down. Okay? Hey, no, we'll throw a little bit in the rear. We'll get 1x12s and we'll throw an inch on the
They're not putting wood back, it's all like galvanized right here beside you. That galvanized greasy piece right here beside you.
Those are stair treads.
Then we'll leave an inch. We'll leave a half an inch off the edge.
On the back side.
It'll be all right. Who wants to put that on that little tiny point of an angle anyway?
It's definitely very bad.
Yeah, yeah.
You have that half, yeah.
It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Plenty of structure. Hey, hey, hey. Probably what he wanted anyway, right? I know. We lost a half inch times 20. That's the extra 10 inches. That's that last tread. Exactly. Whatever. Hey, it was a scorcher. It really was a scorcher.
Something that wasn't right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got you. So how was that other one? We're gonna fit that other one. We're gonna notch it. You're notching it right now. You got your grinder and stuff. You need help? All right, I'll bring it to you. Is it corded or cordless? All right, I'll get it corded up. You're all set with your notch and drilling. Yeah. We have to stay to our course now, don't we, Vince? To what we're caught. We can't turn around now.
So what does it say? We needed one more long?
So yeah, and that extra half inch times 20 ends up being your last 10-inch rise. 20 times a half inch is 10 inches.
So we're gonna have a 10-inch gap down here.
Nope, we're gonna have a.
Yeah. Here, try it.
Fucking hell, mate. Hey, if we have to redo all this. Hey. Huh. 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 Put a bullet in the old dog while you're at it.
That's how these go right, Trev.
Sorry?
These, right way, right side of the
Oh,
line.
don't even ask me anymore. I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done. All right. So.
I'm pretty sure that's the right side of the line.
It will be on the underside, yes, sir. That is no. That's not gonna work, bro. Nope. Spence, before we set him off, you want to come up with? Yeah, I know. Then we ought to just fucking table it until Ernie gets here.
Well, he ain't coming today.
Well, exactly. Till we talk to him at the fucking store. The only way I can think to do this is if we lifted that platform just 6 inches.
Jesus. I'd rather kick myself in the balls first.
It's the only way. And it's, hey, if we do it now, it's only fucking 6 bolts rather than a whole 2 days work of fucking cutting stair treads. And it'll give us better hole spots because we'll end up getting better material for holes. It's the only way to make it so that no one notices. Unless we spend another fucking over years $400.
Hunter, don't drill them.
Yeah, I'm not. Still trying to figure out how they have to be laid.
No, we had it right. You had it right. Fine. But we triple measured though. You know what I mean? So you had something that you were thinking, and I really think it was because of those 10-inch.
The way I have those blocks laid on those lines, we can put a 4x on that wall.
There is room.
The way it's laid out right now,
Hey,
it looks all right to me.
Listen, and the shitty thing is, I already, so it's already burdened. But,
I might have it.
there is room for something. This took so many different areas with changing up, so it's really, there's only a area that could be. Well, no, we can fix it, I'm saying, there's plenty of areas that we can fix it. Well, we can't change that, but we can do something.
No, answer me. Not really. I all over the place over there.
You'll make,
We got the 8-inch garage. Come with it, Stair.
because of the run. If you fuck with any of the rise or the run, you're gonna miss a step. You know what I'm saying? That's why you start with how far you're gonna go in and how far it's gonna go up. And then you divide and multiply and go up to figure out what your rise and run is. And if I just ran a level or a laser or a string over, saw it and looked straight up, I could give you the exact decimal by the 16 of what it could have been. Still can't.
No, but, fucked up.
Right. Right.
But with no holes for it.
Yeah. Well, no, we're long enough.
We're formal, but we are still formal. We're still an 8-inch hands. There is room for that heavy gravel. There is room on boards. You know. But it's just
Right now,
gravel
the
full
last block
wide.
on those rock risers is that hard from the bottom.
That's what I- a 4x will just find you to it.
No, not the way they're cutting it now.
It's better on the top, probably.
For now, yeah.
But it's not how it's set up to be on the bottom of that line. What a fucking shit show. So this here, that's not really the line. That was my fucked up birds that I thought I did wrong. So really this would be the line. Yeah. Okay. And it would be a 1x. So it would be
So that's what the,
what he had to begin with. I mean, he had 2x. Sorry, 2x. It'd be a 2x. So it would look just like this.
2x wouldn't make us a difference. Because that's our width for the blocks.
It'd be a 1x. So we could do a collar tie underneath or something before we set it down and just drop a 2x down there. No, we can't. Oh, that would be the 1 1/4 tread. And just set it on the platform.
our angles won't work that way that we've got cut for everything.
I hear you. I hear you.
So this is where that,
This is your last step right here.
this line.
Yes, because the run ended up throwing us so deep at the end. We multiplied that 10, 20 times, the extra 1/2 inch. Ended up throwing us so far down the line. Because once your run goes 10 inches this way, an extra 1/2 inch 20 times, we lost that extra 10 inches of run.
So that's where that needs to
A
lay
rise.
there.
That's the last step. That'd be 19. That's number 19, and it would be on the bottom of the line like that.
They're all supposed to be on the bottom.
Yep, true, yep.
Right?
I'm just making sure that you knew it wasn't on top or bottom.
Ain't
But
that
yeah.
the way we done this?
Yep.
One here was,
Yep.
mine was the top edge.
Yep. And so this right here, this is nothing. That was my thing that I thought I was gonna cut this board to.
Right.
But this right here is our actual.
Right, this is our platform.
Exactly.
Right?
That's what I'm
You
thinking.
gotta take measure with
That's
it.
what I'm trying to say. It's formal. We just have 19 instead of this, you know? Which is lucky as fuck how we landed that.
You want to redo that line there, Trav?
Yeah, the goddamn,
So what I'm seeing is,
it's so wet, Spence.
Yeah, I just couldn't see where it was spot.
It's still gonna run you, and you're gonna land right on the platform. It'll just be a little tiny bit. There you go.
instead of a,
That first step will be 1 inch higher than the rest. It'll be a 9 inch.
well, you're gonna be stepping up
Quite a bit.
10 and a half
There we are. Right to the bottom of that. Right.
to the top of your first
Yep.
tread to this.
Which, in that case, you could just set one more tread on right down on the goddamn
Platform.
other platform and maybe wash your head, bolt that bitch straight down. You know what I'm saying? Because it's
And it-
literally the thickness that we need. I don't know how you landed it like that, but goddamn, we got real lucky. I think it'll end up being lucky.
Yeah, I say fuck it, that's what we're gonna go with, and
just put another tread sitting right there.
on the deck, yeah.
So my
And to
long
be
point
honest,
is
it
toward
might
the
even-
top
hey.
of the line.
To be honest, there's a floating. Kind of looks a little J. That's gonna land right on the fucking platform and look real nice.
Right.
Especially with a tread underneath, it'll
I
stop
think
that.
it's gonna look fucked up just having one plank on that steel.
No, it'll look
Well,
good because
even-
your arms are gonna be grabbing it, and it's gonna actually make it stay straight as long as we bolt it down somehow.
Even if it did look fucked up, Spencer, it's better than backtracking.
Way
Well,
better.
I understand that,
Exactly.
but we might as well just throw nothing down here since we're gonna be landing here.
No, because then you're
anyways.
gonna lose your rise. You don't understand the
You're gonna
what
have
we're
a
actually.
10-inch step.
Yeah, you don't
Your
want
step's
that.
gonna be stepping up 10 inches to get on it.
And we're gonna have that 20th right there anyway. We might as well throw it down. We ain't gonna take that fucking 20th home. You know what I mean? It'll be here for us.
I don't care. They'll go on there either way. It ain't
Yeah, it'll look
nothing
good.
to do with me.
It will look good, I believe. As long as we can somehow get that tread to sit on those bigger platforms without moving around.
So am I drilling these or what?
Even if we come here and weld the fucking thing. You know?
Because if I drill them and they're fucked up,
No,
we're out of the
it.
way.
I'm gonna run it by Ernie and see what
True.
he says before I
Right.
fucking just do
It's
that.
either that or lift the platform. It's the only two things.
Yep.
Lift the platform up.
We
get
don't
the
have to lift
extra.
the platform the
inch.
inch and a half or whatever it was.
Exactly.
Yeah, but what's the sense in doing that?
Because it's way quicker than losing 3 days on this. And a
No,
lot
he's
less.
just saying why not just say fuck it and not do anything to it.
Carver will have to set up an extra inch on his first step.
Because we're gonna have
Inch
a
and a
lot
half.
of fucking headache cutting all them bolts all the way across that wharf and trying to lift all that shit, what, an inch and a
I
quarter?
wouldn't
No,
do it. I'd just
no.
lay a 2x6 right on top of them 4x6s.
That's
Get
it.
you up the inch and a half.
That's exactly what I said at first. Lay something down on
Yeah.
top, you know?
That's why I said we ain't gonna drill them.
I was gonna say, if we have to do that, we're gonna be fucked away another day.
If we lay some
do you
2x down on top of
Because we're
things,
gonna have to go get some 2x, ain't we? Or do we have enough?
fuck no, we got all kinds of
Well,
wood.
We're gonna need 316.
I
or
can,
not
we got, I
16,
do it, I can
but
cut it out with that
8.
skill saw right now.
3,
Before
8,
we even, and then no one will even fucking know. Excuse me, brother. You know what I mean? No one will even fucking know. Throw some 2x down on that before we
Then
bring
what
that
did you
plank
get?
back up.
Your bolts are gonna be long enough either way, right?
Jared, you know, screw that damn thing down. You know what I mean? It's an inch and a half. Who
Yeah,
cares?
no, the stainless steel bolts that we got coming wouldn't be long enough.
Oh, I was thinking the ones you just picked
As
up to
long
put
as
that
we use
down.
stainless and we screw down onto those.
Yeah, I ain't gonna worry about it today.
Right. Right.
I'll just
Notch
see if I
notch the
see-
metal.
Yeah, and just tack it there, and
Let Ernie fucking come see the fucking.
I'll tell him the catastrophe.
Yeah. It's not really it because it ended up landing perfect, dude. You know what I mean? If we had landed a half a step or something weird, that
How
would have
far to them?
Sorry. Yeah, those are inch and a quarter.
He's laying on the rock watching that shag.
Yeah.
Still there.
Yeah, that is 9 and a quarter. Yeah. He's drying himself out.
Wicked. Even wouldn't even bother it. Fuck it.